Hello everybody, my name is Samantha Hill and this is my weather observation for Unit 3. I am taking my observations from Monday the 26th until Friday the 30th. I did my recording at 5 o'clock every day when I got home from work. And like I said in my last Greencast, I'm located in Interior, Alaska in North Pole. I'm gonna zoom in here. So North Pole is where I live is about northeast of the downtown city of North Pole in this little subdivision. And the area I live in is kind of a low-lying area and it's in a valley. So a lot of cold air basically gets trapped there, so it's not uncommon for us to see much cooler temperatures than the rest of the interior. And I had the max out on, or the minimum out, I guess, on the thermometer this week, probably like most of you, where it got colder than 40 below that. The temperature did not get red, so that was a problem, but that's okay. 40 below is cold enough for me, so after 40 below I don't really need to know the temperature for my own personal gain. So looking at my chart, this first dot here is the 26th, and my low for the day was negative 40, and my high was negative 31.5. And those are pretty much the same for the right and the left thermometer that day. On Monday, I had a 0 on the Beaufort scale. There was no wind. The smoke from my chimney wasn't vertical. It was not swayed in any direction, so that told me that there wasn't any wind. And there was the altostratus clouds. It was just a kind of a sheet of gray clouds across the sky. And at 5 o'clock, it was about to get dark, so it was dusky out, and there was no precipitation. And then moving on to Tuesday, 27th, this line right, this part of the graph. My minimum for Tuesday was negative 40. The temperature maxed out, but I did that day look at my house thermometer the same time I was taking my temperatures, and it was about negative 42. And so I didn't record the temperature because it wasn't exact, but that's what my house thermometer said around 5 o'clock. So I know it got a lot colder than negative 40. And my max for that day was negative 30. And let's see, I also had a Beaufort scale of 0. Then the sky was calm. There's no wind. The smoke from the chimney again was vertical. And there were no clouds on Tuesday. It was just a dark blue dusky sky and no precipitation as well. Moving on to Wednesday, the 28th, my minimum was negative 40 again. And my house thermometer said negative 43, so you know it got colder than negative 40. My maximum for the day was negative 27, and my Beaufort scale was 1. There was a slight wind, and the smoke from the chimney was slightly drifted east, I believe it was, and there were a few clouds in the sky, not very many. It was dusky, and most of the day there were clouds as well, but there was no precipitation. For Thursday, the 29th, I got a minimum temperature again of negative 40. I wasn't able to look at my thermometer at my house this day, so I got negative 40 and a maximum of negative 26.6. And this day I detected no wind, so Beaufort scale of 0, and there were no clouds in the sky, and there was no precipitation. And the last weather observation day, for the 30th, I got a minimum temperature again of -40. I got a max of -21. And for the day, a Beaufort scale of 1, there was a slight breeze from the east, and it gently tousled the trees, and I could kind of feel it if I wet my finger. There were no clouds in the sky this day at my observation time. The sky was a dusky dark blue from the sun had just set, and there was no precipitation. So moving on to the barometric pressure chart, here are my observations for the week. My first 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, they were both the same at 1,204 millibars. And on Wednesday, it moved up to 1,026. On Thursday, it went up to about 1,029 millibars, and on Friday it jumped up about 10 to 1,039 millibars, which was pretty interesting since it was warming up that day. It was warmer than the rest of the week, so I thought that was pretty interesting. Other than that, some observations that I just made myself was driving into work in the mornings at like 7 a.m. The ice fog was horrible out in North Pole. It's a common problem, so it's interesting to see the correlation between the weather and the air quality and the visibility. So I'm interested in learning about that this semester in this class. And I hope that it warms up for everybody this week, because this week was very rough. And I know we live in Alaska, but I'm ready for it to be over. All right, I hope everybody has a good week. Thanks.